Hi, Leo. Welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl, and we're going to find out what Spirit wants you to know. If you've watched my channel at all, you know this is my favorite reading because we don't ask any questions. We just want Spirit to tell us what it is that they have to say. Remember, it is a collective reading, and it is a general reading, so if it does not resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends born under the sign of Leo. Show us clearly, what is your message for them in the coming weeks for the month of March? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly, what is your message for Leo at this time? Okay, guys, we're starting out with Five of Fire, and then you have the King of Air that's crossing you, and then your underlying energy is the Page of Air. Your recent past is the Emperor. Your crowning energy is the Page of Water. Your near future is Six of Water. Okay, your attitude toward all this is the Messenger of Earth. Your outside influence is the Magician. Your hope and fear, King of Earth. And your outcome is the Nine of Earth. Okay, I love it. All right, Leo. So you are, this is the only fire card I have in the spread. But this is you. This is where you are, right? So the Five of Fire is basically the same card as the Five of Wands. It is the same card as the Five of Wands in the traditional tarot. And that's about conflict, like different people having their opinions about what they think you should do and all that stuff. But you're at a place where you've made peace with that. You said, here I am. I'm being guided by the Spirit within me, and that's how I roll. And I'm good with that, right? But what's crossing you is that sometimes, even in your own mind, your own truths, your own programming, so to speak, and that's my word, has trips you up sometimes because whatever it is that you're in or doing right now, you even have to fight your own self sometimes. The King is a more mature energy that understands that facts and truth and all that stuff is how he moves forward, right? And the crossing card can either move you forward or hang you up. So I feel like Spirit's saying, whenever you can adopt a new truth, whenever you can move forward in a way that, let's see, how am I hearing this? When you can take the information that Spirit is giving you, right, and adopt it to override the old programming, it'll move you forward. But if you hang on to the older truths, it's going to hold you back. So take that how that resonates for you. Your underlying energy is this Page of Air. I love this Page of Air because look, she looks so, or he, I don't know, looks so very, very free, very released, like a prisoner release. See how the wings are spread out and the head is tilted back looking up? It's like this freedom inside of you, and it's deep in your belly, and it's like resurrection. That's not what this card's about, but that's how it feels, resurrection. But the page is, in this particular deck, it's the same as the Page of Swords. It's about curiosity, and you feel this freedom to be curious about whatever this is that you're going through, whatever it is. It's a general reading, so for some it could have to do with your work, for some it could have to do with a relationship, for some it could just have to do with the journey that you're on within yourself. So you take it how it resonates, but there's this freedom inside of you, like deep in your belly, and there's all this curiosity that's coming out, and you feel free to go find out the answers. You feel free to be able to ask why, those kinds of things. In your recent past, we have the Emperor. I feel like, for some of you, I feel like you are moving from like a corporate world into some kind of faith-based or spiritual-based situation. And I feel like I almost feel like it's like you're leaving this energy. Um, yeah. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're leaving this energy. Absolutely. And for others of you, there may be something that you've been put into a new position where you walk in this energy all the time. But for there's some of you that this is actually an energy that you're leaving. It's like leaving the corporate world. Okay, I used to be a Wall Street banker. Now I decided I want to have a healing practice, that kind of thing. And your crowning energy is the page of water. And I love these two together, right? Because they're both pages. So this is the underlying in your belly energy that, I just want to know more. I want to find out more as much as I can. I want to learn. And then this page of water, and for me, the crowning energy is your higher self, your guides, your angels, your archangels, the Holy Spirit. They're wanting you to not only, it's like they're not only wanting you to learn it, they're wanting you to feel it. The water, the emotions, that's about feeling things. It's about the love, the acceptance, all that stuff. And so it's like you embody it. They're wanting you to embody it as you move forward. And as you continue to do that, those old truths fall off little by little, and you become so light that it reminds me of whenever I started my journey, right? I was having a conversation with somebody really close to me one day, and she said, she was crying. She says, I feel like you're so lost right now, because my background is fundamental Christian, evangelical, charismatic Christian, right? So she says, I just feel like you're so lost, and I'm just so worried about you. I said, what? I said, I feel like I'm at Disney World, and that, God is my dad, and he's not going to let me go on a ride that I'm going to get hurt on. But there's so much for me to experience. There's so much for me to learn about. I mean, it's like, that's the energy I feel right here. And that's your crowning energy. Your near future is the Six of Water. Okay. So, and this right here is I do feel like it is some sense of a loss. And I don't always read this card that way, but I do feel like in this case, for whatever reason, this feels like some sense of a loss. And she's looking down, and it's very emotional, right? So she's looking down, and she is mourning something. She's mourning perhaps the way that it used to be, even though this is the crowning energy, and this is this. And even though you have this sense of, I'm going to allow the Spirit to lead me, there's still some things about the camaraderie, maybe about the other life that you're missing, right? It also could be that she's sitting there looking into the water, looking into her emotions, and being amazed and nostalgic about the fact that she's just this whole different person. And she's very, very secure in what she's doing. These are very solid pieces of earth on either side of her, right? So she's very secure in where she's going. But there is a little bit of mourning about the past. And I also feel like she's also recognizing herself in this pool of water as not at all what she used to be. So your attitude toward it all, Leo, and I keep saying she because mostly there's she's in these pictures. It's not gender specific, but I know you guys know that if you watch tarot. This is the energy of the messenger of fire. Oh, so here's another fire. Oh no, earth, messenger of earth. So it's the same as the Knight of Pentacles, right? So it's like processes and strategies and ways to do things and walking it out, like bringing it into the reality. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, they call him the slowest moving knight in the deck, But here's the thing. He never skips a step, right? He never skips a step. So at the end of his journey, when he's completed the project that he's built, he knows it's very solid because he has covered every single detail. And I feel like that's where you are. Like you're taking these steps, you're bringing it into your reality. You're doing the processes, you're doing the methods, you're doing all those things that you want to do to bring this into your reality. This new understanding. And again, it can be about your spiritual practices, it can be about your work, it can be about a relationship, but you are literally working it. Okay. Your outside influence is the Magician. Now the Magician card for me is doesn't necessarily mean that all the energies are right for you to manifest the most beautiful thing. For me, it's an awareness that everything we do, we're always creating and manifesting, right? Because our thoughts and our emotions, especially the feelings, right? The feelings bring these things into our reality quicker. And so you've got some outside influences that you even set into motion, probably when you didn't even know about it. It's like your own creations are coming back to you. Let's just say, for instance, well, so we've all heard stories about how, you ask for something, you ask a question, and then the next thing you know, some book lands in your experience that has the answer to the question that you were asking just 2 days ago. It's like a question that you had a time back has manifested its way back in to bring you the information you were looking for, right? That's what I'm feeling is there. So your hope and fear is to be the king of earth, is to have that energy, right? Right now, this is where you're at, wanting to walk it out. And then your hope and fear is to master it. To master it, the king is a visionary and an action taker, and he's got all the coins, right? Because he's the king, and he's very, very resourceful, not just monetarily, but in his connections, in his ideas, in his systems that he's put in place, all that stuff. He's very, very resourceful. So your hope and fear is to walk in this energy. You're hoping to be able to do that. You have a little bit of fear that maybe you won't be able to do that. Because why? Because you're fighting with the King of Swords over here, the one that says, well, this old programming says blah, blah, blah. So, but your outcome, the potential is there for total independence. Guys, this is fabulous. Leo, that's the 9, right? The 9 of Pentacles, or the 9 of Earth, and it's about total independence. Financial independence, spiritual independence. It's where matter and energy meet, and it turns into something so beautiful for you, and you never need for anything from anybody else. Like you can walk through life completely on your own. While that might not be the way you want to do it, you could if you needed to, right? But it's because she has allowed herself to see things so differently. Again, this is not gender specific, but the energies all point to this is where you're going to end up. So beautiful reading, very strong reading for you, Leo. Very exciting. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends born under the sign of Leo. Show me clearly what is the theme for Leo for the month of March. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Guys, I want to thank y'all. Overnight, we reached 40,000 subscribers here in the Spirit Mail community, and that's you. You guys do that with your likes, because when you like it, it goes to more people. With your shares, the comments, the subscribers, guys, even the passersby that come and click on the video, thank you too for spending your time in this community. You guys rock. Okay. So show us what's the theme. We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. I'm sorry I do that. I realize it usually after I've already started. Okay. I'm talking about like shuffling and praying twice. I'm sorry. Okay, wow. You are the magical map shifter. I love this card. Okay, so here we go again. There's your 5, right? 5 represents change. So there's been some kind of change, but you've come to terms with it. You're saying, nope, I'm being led by Spirit. I'm doing this my way. I'm confident in that. And then you have the 2, which is the divine feminine energy. So the great thing about the divine feminine is that she is very strong, right? The 2 has a base at the bottom, very strong. And it leans upward and comes over. So it talks about the creativity, and then it's bendable. So, and what that talks about is that you can, and again, this is not gender specific, this is an energy. You have the ability to bend down and work hard and then bounce back up. And you have the ability to carry heavy loads and then bounce back up. You have a lot of resilience. And then when you add them together, the 5 plus the 2, that equals 7, which for me is the number of divinity, right? It is the absolute number of divinity, creation, whatever you want to, finished creation, right? So we're going to read and see what it has to say for you. And this is your theme, magical map shifter. Great theme for the month, Leo. Goes right along with your reading. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety and success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. Isn't that fabulous? What a great theme for the month of March. Okay, let's get your PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, for our Leo friends, give us the PS as it relates to this reading. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS for Leo, please? So you have the Knight of Swords. Again, that's like moving fast with this truth, right? And then again, it's your crossing card. So it's almost like those old truths that come up sometimes. It's kind of like you have to slice them out of your life to move forward in your new truth. Again, there's that Magician, Leo. We're wired here, right? We're wired to create our reality. And I know that sounds so cliche, but guys, this is true. Our thoughts matter. Our feelings matter. The words we speak matter. We're either giving life or destroying life. Not only others, but our own, right? So this right here is super, super important, and it's coming up twice for you. And then you have the Page of Swords, okay? So, and that is this same card. Again, that curiosity. They're saying walk forward with all that curiosity. Keep asking the questions. Keep asking the questions and the answers will come. Leo, super duper reading for you guys for the month of March. I can't wait to hear in the comments how this resonates. And until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Love y'all very much. Bye.